Yeah. The United States tries so hard now, but nothing works. After resurrection, drugs and poisons are just nothing, something you play games with. So, I mean, can they make my fake human self go through things? Not really. It's like a mimic after resurrection. So, like, drugs or poisons would go into me. I can make it seem or not seem like anything. And then the massive monumental punishments of the destruction of sacred holy death shoot right into their souls. Which is why the United States struggles with whether or not to egg people on to do it anymore. But the other thing you were saying, that's a dad. That's a god who had to pretend to be my daddy once, that makes sure truckers are walking to the bathroom or walking around every time the United States tries to get Jesse to get all grossy, criminal, sicko, criminal, grossy. Yeah. You know, you can't kill gross things enough. And it's a praise God thing. And you can't touch my resurrection. I'm holy and sacred death now. The punishments are just unthinkably sickening in their soul. But I think they don't get it or something. The United States understands. So they have to decide whether to egg people on to do anything against me or in my direction anymore, because it's unsurvivable. It's all unsurvivable. I've resurrected already. But I think low-level dumb things don't quite get it till they're fucked and doctors can't help them. I think until a doctor is looking at them scary, or until like an IV doesn't work, like until it's really obvious how dead they are, I don't think they get it. They think that once they have murdered you or treated you like dead garbage, it's just a forever place they can live at. They don't realize that once a god is death and resurrection, holy sacred punishment is unthinkably sickening and never ends. I don't know if people always get that. I know the United States gets it really well, and they try to make Dubai stupid because they don't want Dubai to understand it. So they obviously absolutely don't help low-level criminals. But yeah, that's a daddy that helps truckers to be in the right place at the right time all the time. There's also a husband who's a god, is the reason really mean, violent, sickening shit happens against him now all the time. That's a husband who cannot beat him to death enough, but never wants him to die. He's too sickening to ever actually have the fucking privilege of death. Yeah, everything's starting to kill him because, the resurrection of God means now the death of him forever. Very unrealistic, very sickening, and very forever. But they're like closing in for the kill, the way wolves kind of run in a pack and decide what they're gonna do. It's really fun though. I was talking to one of my brothers. So I have a brother who's a son of a god, and he promoted to a god from a dad that pretended to be a dad. And my brother was like, I can't stare at him through the eyes of humanity enough, and he knows how much I will never get off of his dead carcass forever. And it's just so fun to finally goddamn get him back for all these fucking years. And all I can do is think of those poor children, and there's nothing I'm not going to do to him. So yeah, I mean, they get whatever sucker punches, but they don't realize after resurrection it doesn't really mean anything except sickening, unthinkable death and not much success at anything. In fact, most of the time I've left my body and I'm like working with a bunch of gods. I'm up in the sky working with gods, staring at what they're trying to do to my like fake human existency fleshy thing. And it's like futile, stupid, little to no success at anything. Everyone in the right place at the right time. Everything possessed by gods hating them and fixated on them. And they just want to lie to themselves and keep going because they don't want to face the massive fucking death forever they know that is here. Typical loser criminals.